There's definitely a trend starting to emerge strongly in the early stages of 2026 that I'm noticing as a golf coach, and that is that there's been huge amounts of players this year, more so than in previous years, potentially because of a consequence of the bad weather and people are taking the initiative here to be able to practice. But there's been a huge amount of players that have gone out and got gifted by Santi or got it themselves in a practice station net for out the back garden. Now, this is an absolutely huge asset to have if you're someone who's working on some swing upgrades leading into the start of the new season. But what I would say is if this is you who's got a net recently, it's really important that you also get a tripod. You can get them reasonably priced, and I must say it's going to stand to you and it'll be as important an investment as the net itself. Because if you're hitting balls on a regular basis and you're not working on the right things, it could actually get worse. If you're working with a coach, you should be given checkpoints. Not that you need to be an expert on the swing if you're a player, but you need to know your own swing's DNA and you need to know where it's heading long term. So you need to have checkpoints to keep an eye on. It's also important, as I say, which is why I bring up the topic of the tripod. It's important to make sure it's set up correctly, consistently. If you ask different golf coaches, they might have slightly different preferences for where they want the camera, but it just is so important that it's in the same place every time. Otherwise, things like your grip, club face angles throughout the swing, the shaft pitch at various different points in the swing, it's going to be skewed and it could have you thinking you need to go down and exaggerate a feel or whatever it might be, but you could have actually been pretty dialed. So you're only in a net seeing start direction. So it's really important that you take advantage of 2D in a video and make sure that, as I say, that the camera and the tripod is set up consistently. If you want any help with your game leading into the start of the new season, reach out today.